Today's video is brought to you by Luster, a totally free tool that will help you find the right product depending on your budget and needs. Browse expert ratings, YouTube reviews, and Reddit discussion summaries all at your fingertips. Get the best deal by easily comparing prices across top retailers and track their price changes so you know the best times to buy. Get started by checking out the Luster link in the description below. What is going on, guys? Today we're checking out a pair of true wireless earbuds that are named after me. Well, not really. These are the Enacfire Geek true wireless earbuds. But if you don't know who I am, my name is JDubb, and I'm here to help you guys make a better tech buying decision. Now, if that sounds cool to you, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you do, hit that bell notification so you don't miss any of my latest reviews. Now, with that said, let's check them out. So first things first, as usual, guys, let's talk about the design, because the Enacfire Geek are done pretty cool. They've done some really cool stuff with these earbuds that I really like. And first, starting off, is the case itself. Now, the case is a very unique look. It's kind of like, it almost looks on its side like a folded piece of something. Like something is long and it's been folded and sandwiched in half. So it's a very unique look, but what they've done is they've used this kind of interesting style to still give it a fully rounded edges, right? There aren't any real kind of pocket catching edges on this entire case out here. It's kind of a smooth plastic. It's got the Enacfire branding on the top. It's got the LED indicators right here on the inside lip of this clamshell case. You've got USB-C charging on the back, which is great. It sits very nice and flat on a desk, and it's gonna slide in and out of pockets. It's very compact. It can fit in the palm of my hand. So overall, I'm a very big fan of this case. Flipping it open, you're also gonna notice that it actually kind of locks into its open place. Now, I particularly like that. It's a strange thing, but I enjoy that locking into place, because a lot of times when I'm putting my earbuds in, I'm moving around, I'm walking, and having this lid stay open while I get the earbuds out and place them in my ears is kind of a big benefit. So it's a very small little touch, but I think Enacfire did a great job there. Overall, the case is pretty slick. Now, the earbuds themselves are this kind of stem and bulb style that we've come to see, right? It's the main brand that we've seen this with is the Apple AirPods. Now, these guys are a little bit different. They do have a kind of a sharper, kind of a more angular, more geekish tech look to them. I feel like they've kind of stepped away from that really roundish, polished plastic. It's kind of a matte finish on here, and it's a really nice look from the outside. It's got the microphones on there and all that stuff. On the inside, you do have your contacts, you have your earbud, and they've kind of gone with a little bit more of an ergonomic design than a lot of the other brands that use this style, right? They kind of angle the tip down into your ear canal to help kind of funnel that sound down in there a little bit better. So I feel like they've done a very good intentional job of kind of setting themselves apart a little bit when it comes to this style of earbud. Now, one thing I will mention, this is very much like an AirPod in the sense that it doesn't have any gel ear tips. So this is gonna be kind of one of those ones that sits inside your ear. Now, one other thing I will mention, now putting it in my ear, because I can definitely say this very comfortably for myself anyway, these actually seal in my ear. AirPods and other brands in that similar kind of style don't always kind of fit my ear canal properly, right? I don't get that feeling of it kind of blocking out background noise or keeping the noise in, which is we call noise isolation. The Enacfire Geeks do a pretty darn good job of sealing my ear canal. I think they made the ear tip itself just a little bit smaller, right? And a little bit more protruded, so it kind of just fits nicely down in there. Now, overall, they're very comfortable. I've had no ear fatigue whatsoever with these earbuds, and I've tested them extensively, used them for long periods of time, and they're just a very comfortable pair of earbuds. So overall, design-wise, Enacfire did a pretty darn good job. So now, feature-wise, these are a pretty action-packed pair of earbuds, especially coming in at the price point, which we'll talk about here in just a minute. Right off the bat, you've got aptX and Bluetooth 5.0. You also get CVC 8.0 microphones on these guys for call quality. So overall, the performance on the spec side of things is very well done. Now, when it comes to battery life, you get 6 hours on a single charge and 30 hours total with the case. Now, in my testing, I've gotten about 6 hours every single time. Now with these guys, I listen at about 70 to 80%. So if you're a high level volume listener, you may experience a little bit of battery degradation on that. Or if you're a little bit more sensitive eared, you're probably gonna do even better than that. So 6 hours on a single charge is pretty solid. Now for a pair of earbuds that's this light and compact, it's a pretty good performance across the board. Now, one other feature that I wanted to mention that I think is a big one is that these have an IPX8 rating. Now, water resistancy to almost the maximum. I would say these are pretty darn close to waterproof. I don't generally recommend anybody submerge their earbuds, but I think with these guys, you're probably pretty safe to do so if you needed to. I don't know why you would, but you probably can. So sweat, rain, things like that at the gym, you're good to go. IPX8 rating is very solid, especially at the reduced price point. So at the end of the day, how do they sound, right? Because that is what we really want to talk about when we're talking about earbuds. So when it comes to sound on earbuds, the seal in your ear is probably one of the most important things. Now for me, this type of earbud, this stem and bulb style without a gel or foam ear tip, normally causes problems for me, right? Because they don't seal well in my ear. As I mentioned, the Enacfire are probably some of the best sealing earbuds in that spectrum that I have experienced so far. And because of that, they do a pretty good job. I've enjoyed the sound quality overall. Now, they do lean towards the bass side, right? Which does bring in kind of muddy up the mids a little bit. They do hit pretty sharp when it comes to the highs. So I would say they perform good. They're a good solid pair of earbuds if you're looking at them from a total package perspective. $39.99 is a great price. If you're looking at them from a sound quality perspective, I think there are maybe potentially some better options out there at that $40 price point that you could get. So I think it just kind of depends on what your target is when you're looking for a pair of earbuds. The Enacfire Geek as a total package is solid. But guys, as usual, I'm curious to hear what you have to say. Do you think these are worth 40 bucks, right? With everything that I've kind of covered here, what do you think? What does the $40 price tag say to you about the Enacfire Geek? Hit me up down in that comment section below. I try to reply to as many comments as I can, so I love chatting with you guys down there. But as usual, guys, that is it for me, and I will see you in the next review.